welcome back to my channel, and today I have a really cute DIY for you. I wanted to make something to go up over top of my entryway into my living room out of my dining room, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I didn't get around to it, so now I'm going to do it and I'm excited. Let me show you what you'll need in case you want to make something like. We just had some board that was left over. You can see it's very old. I'm not even going to bother with the back. And I just basically, I didn't even have to do anything to it. It was already the right size that I wanted. That was a miracle. So you'll need a piece of board, whatever size that you want. And then a long time ago, many months ago, Essential Stencils sent this stencil kit to me, and I did a review on it, and this is not sponsored by anybody. I'm just still using their stencils because I really like them. But this one has Welcome, Gather, and Farmhouse in it, and I have another set, but I'm going to use this set. And I've decided to use the Gather and the Welcome sign, and I'm going to put that on there. And then you're going to need some paint for the stencils. So I'm going to use the Waverly Chalk Paint in Hazelnut, and I've used that before. And then I may use the Waverly Chalk Paint in ink. And then I know I'm going to use my FolkArt Metallic Chocolate Brown. I've used this so many times and love it. And then the FolkArt Metallic Royal Gold. I love that as well. I'm definitely going to use that. I may add some apple barrel warm buff. I'm not sure. And then you're going to need a well-loved brush, a little foam brush to dab your paint onto your stencil, and then 2 other foam brushes. So, and you're going to need some painter's tape. So I'm so excited to get this done. I think it's going to be beautiful. So let me put this down. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to go off camera and put down some foil to protect my surface because I don't want to ruin it. And you can see this is a very long board, very long, okay? So I'll be back as soon as I get my foil down. Okay, so I've opened my hazelnut paint, and I'm just going to pour some out here on my paper plate and try not to make a mess. All right, and all I'm going to do is just start painting this with this hazelnut chalk paint. This is going to make such a pretty farmhousey, Tuscany sign. My house is decorated in like, as many as you know, in a Tuscan feel, but I'm also incorporating some farmhouse elements because to me, they also, as long as it's not too farmhouse, will fit in to my decor. I guess my house is kind of eclectic, really, but more on the Tuscan side, with just a little bit of farmhouse in it. But as you can see, this is looking really good. Now it's not going to bother me if I have some places that aren't totally covered. It's not going to bother me at all, because I want this to look so old. Everyone that's been with me for a while knows that I love things to look really, really old. So I know you know what I'm doing. So for time purposes, what I'm going to do is go off camera and finish putting this hazelnut chalk paint all over the top and sides of the board, and then I'll be back. Okay, here you can see there's 1 coat of the chalk paint in hazelnut, and it covered nicely. And I just took a hairdryer, set it on medium high, and went over it and dried it, because you want it to be dry. You don't want it to be wet, or that will just totally make you have just goo, basically. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just start dry brushing with this metallic chocolate brown. But I think I need to get another paper plate because that one's nasty, so I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put some of this out so that I can use that well-loved brush that I have and just do some dry brushing, because I want it to be and you just put it in there and you just dab it off, just kind of pounce it off until you get the right amount that you want. And then all I'm gonna do is just start taking it down this board to kind of make it start looking aged. And I might make the edges a little darker. But you can do so much with just an old board. And you don't want to get it like all in one spot. And then you just need to keep putting some out. And dabbing it on here. And then just lightly hitting your board so it looks like it's been around for a long, long time. And don't forget your sides, because they need to have an aged appearance as well. And just keep going so you get what you like. There isn't a right or wrong with this. It's just whatever you like, whatever you're going for. I think this top needs to be a little darker. I love old boards. They have such character. Okay, now let's look at this. You can see what this is already turning into. It's looking gorgeous. But I need to get this top part. Because this is actually going to be the bottom of my sign. But you can see what that adds to that. Is so pretty. And then I'm going to get the side, the ends. This is such an easy way to make you a farmhouse sign, Tuscan sign, whatever kind of sign you want. If you would see this in the store, you would pay so much money for this. Still think I want that top to be warmer. Okay, now what I think I'll do is go into my Royal Gold. This is a lot how I did that sign where I put the Dollar Tree wall stickers on. Well, this is exactly how I did it. I may deviate slightly and add another color, but I'm not sure yet. Then I'm just going to do the same principle with this metallic Royal Gold and just be very gentle when you do it, because you don't want it to all go in one spot. We're just going to keep layering and layering until we get that perfect combination that we like. It's probably hard to see what this Royal Gold is doing, but it is adding a lot. And like I said, don't forget your top. And then go back into your brown too. And just keep back and forth till you get what you want. Because you can always add, but it's so hard to take away. I'm going to add a little bit more of the metallic chocolate brown. I love this stuff. It's so pretty. And just let that natural imperfections in the wood, let your brush pick it up. But like I said, we already had this board. It'd been here for quite a while. Okay, let's look at that and see what we think of that. Oh, that's pretty. Let me turn it up like this so I can get a better look. Yeah, I need to add more dark because to me it's not dark enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue this, and I'll be back when I get this the color that I like it, because I know you know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm back. I have the board like I like it, and I just put these little stencils on here. I decided I wanted to say welcome and gather, okay? And how I found my placement was I just got a ruler. First I eyeballed it and I was kind of close, but I was a little off. So I got my ruler and I just measured in to see where I was on this side, and then I measured in on this side to make sure the same thing, that they were the equal. Then I went here and did the same thing on the top and the bottom to make sure that I have the same amount. And on both sides, it was really easy to do. And then I just found a space that I liked, and by my ends being a certain amount, I think my ends are, they're 2 3/8 in, 2 3/8 of an inch in, okay? And then the bottom, I'm almost 2 inches, and the top, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this little dauber brush, and I'm gonna put it into this chocolate brown, metallic chocolate brown. I'm thinking about using the black, but I wanted to see what this would kind of do. So let's look at this first and see what we think of it like this. I don't know if this will even show up enough. So I'll probably just put some black over top of it. But this is what I'm doing. This is so easy, and I haven't had any problems with these stencils bleeding through, so we'll see. When I used them in the past, I didn't have any problems at all. Of course, I gradually built up my paint on it. So we'll see. So for time purposes, what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and finish all this with the metallic chocolate brown, and then I'll be back and we'll see if we want to add the black. Okay, what I did is I went over it with the metallic chocolate brown, and then I peeked under, and it wasn't popping off like as much as I wanted it. So what I'm doing is I'm just going into the Waverly Chalk Paint in ink, dabbing a little bit out of my cap, dabbing it onto my plate, and then just going over this that I did with the metallic chocolate brown, just to give it an extra little highlight to it, really. And I hope it's gonna look good. I don't know, I haven't looked. This may be an epic fail, but I hope it turns out really pretty. But we will see what this turns out to look like. And just make sure you dab it off, because we don't want it to get too much. Okay? And then I guess I'll just go ahead and do gather while I'm at it. But you just go right over it. And I mean, I don't know what it looks like underneath, but on top, I'm liking the effect that it's giving it. I think it gives it a really nice look. I know it's hard for you to see. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and continue doing this, and then when I get ready to take it off, I'll be back. Okay guys, the moment of truth. Let's see what this does. Let's take this off. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. It's just subtle enough. And once again, the stencils performed wonderfully. I love them. It's so hard for you to see. I think I may put some more, I don't know, let me look. I can't see this very well. Oh, that's pretty, but I think it needs to be darker around the edges for my liking. I just think it needs to be a lot darker. But I love that the black and the chocolate brown. Matter of fact, I may just put a bunch of this together and see what that'll do. Because I think it needs warmth. I like the black and that dark metallic brown together. I really do. I think it really adds so much to it. It just wasn't old enough looking to me. Matter of fact, I may just go over top of my words somewhat. Just so that they all look like they've aged together. I mean, you wouldn't have a totally pristine sign. Okay. Oh, I think this is going to be gorgeous. Oh, I love it. I really do. Let me see. Do I need to do anything else to it? Any more darkness? I think I'm going to call that quits. Sometimes less is more. So let me clean this up, and then I'll try to let you see it, and then I'm going to hang it up going into my living room and let you see what it looks like. Okay guys, here it is. I love how it looks. It just looks so old, but yet, I don't know, it has a elegance about it to me, but yet it's definitely old looking. I love it. So like I said, I really do like how the black and the chocolate metallic brown gave it such warmth and depth. And then I like that I took it and just brushed it on there too, because it gave it that warmth that I was looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and hang this up in my in there, and I'll let you see what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay guys, here it is. I had to wait for my husband to hang it up, but I think it looks really pretty. I love it. I love how warm it looks. I wish maybe I'd put a little bit more dark on it, but I think it's beautiful. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.